Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to jump right into Ayurveda, this incredible system of wellness from India that's been around for literally thousands of years. We're going to unpack its core ideas to really understand how it looks at our health, almost like a personal blueprint that connects every single one of us to the entire universe.
You see, at its heart, Ayurveda, which literally translates to the science of life, isn't just about treating symptoms when you get sick. No, it's much bigger than that. It's really a whole philosophy for living in harmony with the world around you. It sees each person as a kind of miniature universe, a beautiful and complex mix of body, mind, and spirit.
So, the whole idea here is that the universe and our bodies are, deep down, made of the exact same stuff. This means the very same principles that guide the cosmos also guide our own health, creating this deep, unbreakable link between us and everything else.
And what is that stuff? Well, they're called the Pancha Mahabhutas. I know, it sounds a little complicated, but it just means the 5 great elements. And according to Ayurveda, absolutely everything in existence, from a distant star down to a single cell in your body, is made up of a unique mix of these 5 basic energies: earth, water, fire, air, and space.
All right, so let's dig into this a little deeper and look at each of these 5 elements one by one. Because once you get their unique qualities, you're taking the first big step to understanding yourself through this amazing Ayurvedic lens.
First up, we've got akasha, or space. Now this isn't just empty nothingness. Think of it as the principle of openness. It's the container that allows everything else to exist. Inside our bodies, this is all the hollow spaces, like your mouth, your nostrils, and all the tiny internal channels that act like highways, moving nutrients and energy around.
Next is Vayu, or the air element. This is the energy behind all movement. All of it. Think about the breath going in and out of your lungs, the blood circulating through your veins, even the electrical signals firing between your brain cells. All of those dynamic actions are powered by the light, mobile qualities of Vayu.
Then we have Tejas, the fire element. This is all about transformation. It's the Agni, or the digestive fire in your gut that literally transforms your food into energy. But it's also at work in every cell, driving metabolism. It's what keeps your body warm, and it's even responsible for transforming what you see and hear into actual understanding and intelligence. Pretty cool, right?
Our fourth element is Apas, which is water. This is the principle of fluidity and cohesion. It holds things together. You find it in all of your bodily fluids, like your blood plasma, your saliva, all of it. Water keeps our joints lubricated, it nourishes our tissues, and it's basically the vital substance that binds us.
And finally, we have Prithvi, the earth element. This is all about stability and structure. It's what gives us our solid form and density. Our bones, our muscles, our teeth, all the solid parts of us are manifestations of earth. It's what gives us our grounding, our strength, and our endurance.
And this is where it gets really fascinating. Ayurveda connects these huge universal elements directly to our own senses. Each element has a corresponding sense. Space is connected to sound through our ears, air to touch through our skin, fire to sight, water to taste, and earth to smell. It just goes to show how our very perception of reality is built from the exact same ingredients as the universe itself.
Okay, so these 5 elements don't just hang out on their own inside of us. They actually pair up in specific ways to create 3 main bioenergies or forces that are called the doshas. And these are the principles that run the show, governing all our biological functions. The best way to think about these 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, is to see them as your body's personal operating system. They're the dynamic forces behind everything, from how you digest your food to your personality quirks and emotional habits.
So here's how they're formed. Vata, which is made from space and air, is the energy of all movement. Pitta, which combines fire and water, is in charge of all transformation in metabolism. And Kapha, born from earth and water, provides all the structure and stability. Now, every single person has all 3 of these, but what makes us unique is that we each have them in our own specific ratio.
All right, so now that we have this framework of elements and doshas, we can finally talk about Ayurveda's really profound and unique take on what it actually means to be healthy.
And this brings us to a really fundamental question. What does health even mean? Is it just not being sick, or is it something more? Well, Ayurveda has a very clear answer for this.
And this is where we see a really huge difference in philosophy. While a common modern view might define health simply as the absence of disease, Ayurveda sees it as something you actively cultivate. It's a dynamic state of balance. Health isn't just the absence of problems, it's the presence of harmony among your doshas and your tissues and having a happy, clear state of mind.
To make this totally personal, Ayurveda gives us the concept of Prakriti. This is your unique, unchanging constitution, that specific ratio of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha that was set the moment you were conceived. You can think of it like your factory setting. It's your personal blueprint for what perfect health looks like for you. And then, on the other hand, you have Vikriti. That's your current state of health right now. It shows how things like your diet, stress, or your environment might have pushed your doshas away from that ideal blueprint. So the whole point of Ayurveda is to understand where you are now, your Vikriti, and gently guide your system back into alignment with your unique Prakriti.
So, how do we actually use this information? This is where Ayurveda stops being just a philosophy and becomes a deeply practical roadmap to feeling your best, using your own unique blueprint as the guide.
You know, healing in Ayurveda is not a one-size-fits-all deal. It's all about you. The main principle is simple. Like increases like, and opposites create balance. So, for example, if you have too much Pitta, that hot, fiery dosha, it makes sense to eat cooling foods. If your Vata is high, which is light and mobile, you'd want to focus on grounding routines and warm, nourishing meals. It's all about applying these opposite qualities to bring yourself back to your natural state of balance.
So I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder. Ayurveda really teaches us that health isn't some final destination you get to and then you're done. Instead, it's this delicate, beautiful balance that you mindfully maintain day in and day out. It's like a continuous conversation between your own inner world and the universe around you.